Today we're embarking on one of the most breathtaking hikes in Australia, the iconic Bald Head Track. The Bald Head Track guides you through truly extraordinary coastal landscapes, where dramatic rugged cliffs plunge into the ocean, pristine beaches unfold below, and sweeping views stretch endlessly across the powerful Southern Ocean. Now there's something important worth highlighting before you set off on this adventure. The brochures and trail maps list the Bald Head Track as 12.5 kilometres return. However, if you're anything like us and you're determined to push all the way to the absolute tip of Bald Head, then the distance is actually closer to 16 kilometres return. And to be completely honest, that was exactly our motivation for doing the walk in the first place, to reach the very end. So don't be misled by the 12.5 kilometre figure. If you're planning to complete the full journey to the end and return, you should be prepared for around 16 kilometres of demanding but incredibly rewarding terrain. The track itself is mostly well-formed boardwalks and staircases through the more demanding sections, which really help with the steep coastal terrain. There are also occasional rock scrambles along the way, which add a bit of adventure and remind you just how wild and untouched this coastline really is. It's also really important to come prepared for the conditions out here. In summer, temperatures can rise as high as 35 degrees Celsius, while in winter they can drop to as low as 2 degrees, and the weather can change quickly along the exposed coastline. Make sure you bring enough food and water for a full day on the track. We allowed ourselves around 7 hours to complete the hike, and I personally carried 5 litres of water, which was absolutely essential due to the extra exertion. If you can, the best time to start this walk is before sunrise or very early in the morning. Watching the sun come up over the peninsula and King George Sound is absolutely unforgettable. It's hard not to imagine the history of this place, the ships sitting in the harbour, and the fact that this coastline was one of the last sights Australian soldiers would have seen before departing for Gallipoli in World War I. It's a challenging trek, but the sheer majesty of the scenery along the way makes every single kilometre absolutely worth it. One final thing to be aware of: cars have been broken into in the car park, typically around sunrise and sunset. So it's best to keep any valuables hidden, or even better, leave them back at your accommodation before you start the hike. So let's set off and discover what the Bald Head Track has in store.
From now on, there's a fire here, far enough to keep me warm. I'm so used to my own heartbeat, back and forth against the night. I could not surrender to my cold fears, knowing someone's out there, you were out there waiting just for me. Wake up in my arms. How I love it when you take hold of mine, take hold of my arms.
After 3.5 hours and 8 kilometres of hiking, we finally reached the furthest point of the trail, overlooking the heads of King George Sound. And what a view! Absolutely incredible. The scenery here is simply breathtaking. We sit down, take it all in and enjoy some lunch for about half an hour before gathering our energy for the 8-kilometre journey back. All up, this hike has to be right up there with some of the best Western Australia has to offer. The views, the coastline and the sheer beauty of this place are something you have to experience for yourself. Honestly, absolutely breathtaking.
Now when I wake, no matter the space, I know that I'm home. And I will not run, and I will not hide my love from